Now we are going to set up email notification. For that, what you need to do first, you need to create an app password. So for that, you need to go to your, like in my case, I'm going to set that up for Gmail with my Gmail account. So for go to security, click on security, then you will see that two-step verification. Click there. You see that app password. Select on app password. Now here you give a name for name, like I'm giving Jenkins. Then click create. So now take a copy of this password. Let me go back to Jenkins session here. So here I am going to first see that is plugin is there or not. Dashboard, manage Jenkins, uh, go to plugin and then type email. No, install plugin because we are trying to check email extension plugin is already there. So now what we need to do, we need to set up that SMTP server. So we go back to manage Jenkins, then configure system configuration, click on system. Here you see that extended email notification. So SMTP server is for Gmail is smtp dot gmail.com, and port is SMTP port is 465. Default users is like my name. I can give my name here. Honor suffix, only suffix on this one. So gmail.com. Default content at plain text fine for me, or HTML, whatever we can select for me, plain text. So for what we have select, just to make sure that we select the right default users email, then advanced. Let me see what is the character set is UTF-8. That fine. Then next, email notification. So that we know that email notification SMTP server is again same. SMTP gmail.com. Oh, mail.com. Advanced username. So here you see the password. Click change password and copy the password you generated. I'm going to delete after this. It's for only Jenkins testing. will be use SSL 465, click save. Now I'm going to create a job and set up notification. Piston job, click OK. And build this step, execute shell, give those commands to run. Then post build action, click here and you will see that one email notification recipients. Unstable build. So click save. Now click on build now. And if you go to console output, you will see that build step marked as failure and it's going to send an email. Now, in this section of the lesson, we are going to set up Jenkins Celeb server. Normally, jobs are executed into Celeb servers, then the control server if I set the Jenkins server. So for that, first I'm going to connect to my Jenkins server here, and let's create a user. So here admin3, create user and set password pass.wd in 3. So give a password here. So that has been done. So I have created that one, and I'm going to do the same thing into both the nodes. That means if I say that Jenkins master and Jenkins lab nodes, so I'm going to do the same thing into Jenkins lab server. So creating the user. Oh, I have already created that user. First, so let me change the password. This is the right server. Let me check. Maybe disconnect this session. Exit. Exit. Let me do a new session. Jenkins lab. Load. Just to make sure that I'm on right server. So this is lab 244. Yes, that is the one. 199. So slave. Let me connect there. Change the background. Oh, no, not this one. settings. Background make it white and foreground make it red to separate master and sleep server. So this is my sleep server. Mm, Clear admin 3. Okay, because this is simple password, therefore we are getting that message. And now what we need to do, we need to change some configuration. So file is vi etc ssh sshd. Yep, to that file. Now there you will see that if you go down below, password authentication, make that yes for now. We can disable this one later on after logging in there. So do the same thing into other side. Mhm. Okay, I've done that both the sides. So default is normally no. Here we see. So we just do that one now. We need to change so that it can do activities without passwordless kind of authentication. Yes, so that for this user, so which we created. So we'll do the same thing into other side. Go to on the sleep server. You don't need to type, just go to the same file. It says this side has got more entries. Let me see which file I'm looking here. Yes, and we can see that one, that entry, but this side has got different. Let me see. Yes, maybe I selected two different versions possibly. Anyway, let me add the entry this side. So when we have done that one, restart SSHD. So systemctl SSHD systemctl restart. status. Now from the Jenkins server, connect to that user. So sudo su to n3. When I'm connected with that user, particular user on primary side or Jenkins Jenkins server, now I'm going to create a generate a keygen. So if you look here, let me reduce the screen. cd .ssh. So now we can put this file into authorized key. thori d underscore keys. Look at authorized keys. You can see that entry here. Now from here, SSH and copy ID interactive mode, and this side and this user admin 3, and get the IP address for this host sleep server host IP address. So Jenkins lab, if you go there and you can get that IP. And press enter. So I'm going to select yes. So now get the password for that user. 3 number of keys added. Okay, so it has been added. So now I can check this to just SSH. And I mean without any password for this lab server. Now what we're going to do, we'll go to Jenkins console and set up this server. So for that, let me go to the console. Where is so my Jenkins server is this one, first one. This get the IP. So after that, go to manage Jenkins. And system configuration section, you will see that nodes, click on nodes, and then click on new node, and node name we can give like kind of worker node, worker 1 or slave 1, whatever you want. You can give a node name, then create. Now if you go the number of executions, so like how many times you want to try to execute some command into this server, remote root directory, so that's a directory that we would like to use for like kind of when any work done namespace wise. So let me get a directory. So mkdir temp 1 and give chmod 77 this directory which I'm going to use. So now give the directory here and then label the label we'd like to call. So because Jenkins use slab, so let me put label as a slab, and there can be multiple slab servers. So for this one thing, that's slab one. Uses here, you say that it is there are different few options here. So for now, I want, like this, if I label that this server to be run some jobs into this server, then only it will run. So therefore, I'm going to select only build jobs in my case. Launch method. So if you see launch method, there are different options, but in our case, we are going to use SSH agent. Then host. Host is the IP address for the slave server. So if you go here, um, you can check your slave server IP address, public IP address. So if this is my public IP address. Now credential is coming the user recreated. We can first we can add. Uh, if we add and then global credential username with password, that also fine. It's come global username that we created admin3 and use the password for that user. Others you can just give some information. For now click on add. Credential created. So if we go there now, we can see that user. So add that user. Then rest host verification strategy, known host file strategy, or any other option there. So we have verified through manually trusted key because we created that keys before. So we can select this one. After that, okay, keep this agent online as much as possible. What other options there? Schedule. That's when there are different options. If you select, you see that you will get those options. What time actually you want to that schedule or uptime. Uh, Based on different options, you will get other options to put the value. But in my case, I am fine with this. Keep this agent online as much as possible for my lab environment. And node properties, it's all good. Do not need to select anything for now. Click on save. After saving this button, you can see that worker node is here. Let me refresh the page. So you can see the worker node here. Now let me go through few jobs to execute into worker node. So let me go Jenkins mm, and simple job. We can run this one. So let me configure, and here you will see that option. Um, there is one option. So project can be permanent. No, not execute. Restrict, restrict where this project can be run. So if you look here, let me duplicate this tab. And if you go here, manage Jenkins, you can see the node and the label is worker one. So we are telling it will run if where if that worker one is there. So that node. So save and build now. This is the job has been completed into this job compile. So if I go one by one, worker one save, compile, then test, worker one save, package. So we have set that up for all. If I go there for all four, I set that up to run now from slave server. So now if I execute or run that one, we can go to other one to see. Now if you go to dashboard, so it's running this job. If you go there and check the console output, full log, it's a big log and it's going down. So ultimately this is running into slave server that I'm about to show you. So let me pause here. When that finished, then I'll come back. So here you see that when job completed, it becomes green. When it's running, it becomes yellow. And when that's in stress, that's normally blue color. So three of them already finished. So it will be finished very soon. Anyway, so if you go here, look, click this one, you can rerun on good there. So click the the job name or project name and let's view into plain text format. So you will see that job was run into slave one. So similar you can check for other jobs. So I hope you got a very nice understanding how you can set up slave and execute job into slave server. Mm, Other thing I'm not sure did I mention or not. So if you'd like to set up some, thank you. Thanks for watching.